Hi, everyone. We are welcome live back in the old food prep room. We are here with Wellness Manager Teresa, and she's going to kind of tell us a little bit more of in depth, and then we have something exciting that she wants to share with you. So, Teresa, first take me through kind of the wellness part of the diet, meaning the meds, the supplements, kind of just walk through what a morning's like for the cats and you.
Yeah, so we come in the mornings and we make sure that everyone has the right amount of food and then the right cuts of food, depending on what's going on with their little bodies.
And I see a little guide up here.
Yeah, some of them will get skinnier pieces. Some of them, if they've had dental work done, they'll get their food chopped up a little bit more so. And then once we have their appropriate diet and cuts in a bowl, then we'll add all the supplements or the medications that they need. And we make our own vitamins here.
That's some big buckets of vitamins.
Yeah.
Are the big cats and the small cat vitamins the same?
No. So the small cats, the hybrids and the cerebrals in particular, their systems are a little bit more sensitive. So they require a little bit, some additional ingredients added to their vitamins, particularly calcium. So we have different vitamins for the cerebrals and the hybrids, and then for all of the big guys, we have vitamins that we use on all of their meals every single day.
And do the cats like the vitamins?
Actually, they don't mind the vitamins. If they don't, we just sprinkle them right on top of the meat. So luckily they don't seem to mind since it's just a small amount. And yeah, they eat them right up. But for the medications, depending on the medication, sometimes they won't want to eat a medication depending on how it tastes. So we'll hide it in their meat in a very particular way. And then for some cats, we'll have to open up the capsules depending on if they're smart enough to feel the capsule themselves and try to get it out of their meat with their incisors. We'll empty the medication out onto the meat and put it in a little sandwich so that you still don't have to taste it.
I remember when you started caretaking here, seeing like a bucket of goodies. I had seen hot dogs, deli meat, even Ready Whip. What has been like the most challenging cat, and what is kind of the most unique way you found a cat to take a medication?
Oh my goodness. They're all a little bit particular. Kitu and Lavani are very particular. They like their medication in a zoo diet that we get, a meat zoo diet. Tao, the bobcat, is really particular. Sometimes we'll have to put it in a certain type of meat, whether it be pork or chicken or red meat, and then maybe dip it in some of the meat juice just to make sure that it's even more enticing for them. So they're all interesting and fun to figure out the best way to get them their medication.
So many of our supporters out there have domestic cats. So put in the comments some of the tricks of the trade you've used to get your domestic cat to eat some medication or supplements they're on, because we know us as pet owners have had the same issue. And so we're in here talking with Teresa, our wellness care manager, about all the supplements we give the cats, the medication, which is so part of the diet. Judson took you earlier kind of through all the diets and things like that. We are on our food and wellness finale today, so I want to share a few more things, is that we don't want to forget every gift of 100 or more becomes 200 because it's matched up to $45,000, but you also get a Kitu and a paw print and photo card. We are so thankful for everybody that's donated. We're here in our old food prep area. We can't wait till this goes away. I'm going to have Teresa show us a little bit of the meds and things too. And then we have a special request. But first, to kind of get us pumped up, look at what we have already created. So even though this is our food and wellness center, we are going to be naming the back room Kitu's Kitchen as a nickname, and in the front room, Winona's Wellness Room. So these are two things that are going to go up, and then our founding members' names will also be put up in the building. So thank you to founding members who've given $5,000 or more to this project. It's a super, super great project. We have a lot of wish lists because this whole building is going to get taken down to the studs like we did in here. And then they will be putting the new insulation and start putting in everything that we need for a commercial kitchen here in the building. Teresa, before we kind of do your announcement, can you take us a little bit through? I mean, food seems to be one thing, but when I just go through a quick scan of all these cats that are on medication, how much time do you think medication adds to your food prep?
Oh my goodness. Total for everyone at least an hour and a half or 2 hours. We have someone that comes in every single morning and just focuses on the cats who are getting a twice a day or 3 times a day medication, and just preparing the meat and the meds for those cats. And then all of the kiddos who are on a once a day med are prepared by everyone else. So at least an hour and a half. And we have all of these bins. Every cat that gets a medication gets their own little bin, and all of these colors mean something different. All of the colors of the tube mean something different. So it just designed so we can easily grab and know which time of day they'll get the medication. So whether it be the evening or in the middle of the day or in the AM. So yeah, it's a lot of time and a lot of work that goes into all of the meds.
And I do notice that you had to get rid of in the back room, which is all of your enrichment things that will be the wellness center. So I know I've had a wish list and I've gotten most of that fulfilled for this, but you have a very special ask today, and it's something new to our Food and Wellness Center, and it's something I loved to hear about. Tell me about what your ask is that we add to the Food and Wellness Center.
I think all of the animals would love and benefit tremendously from an ice machine. And I am a big believer in ice in their waters, in their drinking waters. It makes it more time efficient to actually get them the fresh water, and then the cats are more likely to drink the water, so they'll stay nice and hydrated, and it'll be good for their kidneys.
So what we've been doing now is buying bags of ice and hauling it in every day. We are hoping for an under-the-counter ice machine, which is $3,000. So we're asking people to stretch their goal a little bit. An ice machine might seem crazy, but it's not. In the humidity of Minnesota, with our 100-degree temps, I love that Teresa said we need to encourage our cats to drink. They're not like dogs. They don't get up and drink multiple times. They overheat easily. So if we keep the water cold with ice, and I know you've talked about adding it for enrichment for the cold weather cats in the summer, and things like that. But it is the best thing we can do is to get some of our older cats drinking. And then the efficiency of buying bags, hauling bags, and running out when it's hot in Minnesota, it's hard to find ice. So $3,000 would get this under-the-counter ice machine that is super helpful, especially in the heat of the summer, just like our temperature-controlled buildings are in the winter. If you can give, you can call Lynette at 320-245-6871. You can donate on our website at wildcatsanctuary.org. Sorry, there's no Facebook button. Facebook has this glitch for us, but there's a link. And so Teresa's wish list for Kitu's Kitchen is to have the ice machine, which is $3,000. And not only does that help, but it's going to help Winona's Wellness too. I just love that idea, how much ice can help the cats. And tell me a funny story about what one of the caretakers said when you told them what you wanted.
Oh, I was telling everyone what I wanted, and Andrew thought it was such a good idea, and he was excited because he was excited to fill his water bottle with ice. And I said, no, Andrew, it's for the kitties.
None of us even thought about it for the humans, and I thought, I don't know if it's in the food prep area if you'd ever want to put that ice in your own water, but it just goes to show you that our heads are always about the animals, and that poor Andrew, he deserves some ice too.
We can make some ice. And then the kitties can get some ice too. So everyone can get some ice and drink some cold water on the hot days.
And what are you most excited about with the new food prep remodel?
Everything.
Everything.
For the new setup, for it to be clean and professional, for it to be time efficient, for everyone to have adequate space to prepare everything, for the digital boards so we can have access to the information quickly, because we just have the dry erase boards right now, and so information sometimes rubs off.
And look at the little sink over there that's crowded. We'll have 2 washing stations. The washer and dryer will be upgraded. It will stay in here so that we have just your food dedication area, because right now you're doing food the best way you can, but it's not a commercial kitchen. And like I said, is one way we can benefit the cats is keeping bacteria levels down low, and having a sterile commercial kitchen will help doing that. I can't wait to see this room go and the next room be built. Well, awesome, everyone. So, Teresa, we'll talk more about it today, because I know there's some special live posts at the end of the day that will also make the ice machine even come to life even a little more. Thank you guys for helping us unveil the Kitu's Kitchen and Winona's Wellness Room announcement, which is part of the Food and Wellness Center that everybody's done. We have till Friday to hit our goal of 150,000 and get that 45,000 match done. So thank you guys. And part of this, Teresa, we haven't talked a little bit about you about the food shoots. I know we're excited about food shoots too, so that cats can eat more like cats should eat.
Mm-hmm. It's all so exciting, and I think all of the different avenues in which we feed the cats, whether it be with tongs or scatter feeding or these big food shoots to give them some bigger pieces, that's all so important for their care, and so that we can learn something different, or that we can give something different to the cats. But yeah, the big pieces is such a rudimentary thing for the cats to be excited about their meat and to be protective over their big meat. So.
Well, we're hoping in the next month we will be launching, or 2 months, launching a live post that shows the new Food and Wellness Center from this little garage. When I'm in here, this was the first building that was on the property. It was a pole building garage, and there was a double or a single wide 1970s trailer. And that's what our property consisted of, and one outhouse that had shag carpeting. I remember that. And so this building, besides volunteers coming in and us insulating it to our best of the building and putting up sheet metal, has not been upgraded. And so to see kind of the first building get renovated to what our standards are now is pretty exciting, to come through here. And the stuff that you probably won't see in a live post but are so important, all we have is that one little teeny drain, and we need to have drains in both of these floors, and so we have to redo the floors in here too. So stuff, the electric is going to be not exposed, and it's actually going to be, in waterproof containers. So things that don't seem important on a live post are so important to the integrity of the food prep area. So we're excited, and we're super excited for the ice machine. So if we can kind of stretch our goal for an additional $3,000 raised today, we can include the ice machine in the Food and Wellness Center, which will be so key in getting older cats to make sure they're consuming enough water. We can keep pools cold. We can save and conserve water, because right now we're having to top off and refill waters to keep them cold. And that's using a lot of water we don't need to use if we can keep the bowls cold and the pools cold. So I love this idea, and I love when managers and caretakers come to me with a new idea I haven't thought of, because it's always about bettering the lives of the cats. So thank you guys. Tune in this afternoon for some live posts with your favorite residents. And thank you again for helping us reach and exceed our goal, hopefully, for the Food and Wellness Center.